we've seen really China take charge on EVs for the last few years. And that's why Tesla and others have so gone aggressively after China. You're starting to see the green tidal wave take hold in the U.S. Under some of these Biden initiatives. But no doubt, right now, China is clearly in the lead on the EV. And that's really the golden goose for a lot of the EV players, both domestically as well as in terms of international players, and especially even in Europe.
So a big part of this, obviously, will come down to supply chain. We talk about this a lot as we talk about electric vehicles, the ability to actually manufacture these electric vehicles and vehicles in general. The whole auto sector has been caught up in issues as it pertains to the semiconductors, the chips that go into the cars to make the technology really work for these high-tech cars, as well as battery innovation is another big area as it relates to EVs. How does the U.S. stack up to China in terms of its supply chain?
Look, supply chain continues to be out of China and Asia, and I think that's really not going to change for the foreseeable future. What I will say is that you're really seeing domestically a major supply chain being built out within the U.S., from recycling plays to battery technology, and of course the OEMs. And a lot of that is carrot and the stick. 2% of autos today are EV in the U.S. China, we're up to about 5%. So that's why right now China continues to be so much of the growth. Look at Tesla. We think going into next year, it's 40% of deliveries for Tesla. It's a big part of the bull thesis, along with what we're seeing against some of the domestic plays, NIO, Xpeng, and others in China. It's an arms race going on in China, but we are starting to see the U.S. now really start to get some sea legs toward this green tidal wave.
Okay, so you've thrown out a couple of names here, but where specifically do you see opportunity for investors to play this?
I think it's a basket way to play it. Tesla continues to be, in my view, the best way to play the Chinese market. I think a little bit of a sort of stumble this quarter early on, but we think the next few years that's going to be a massive market opportunity. It's part of our bullish thesis on Tesla $1,000 price target. I look at NIO, Xpeng. I think those are two pure plays domestically and ways to play the Chinese market. And then one that's a little bit of a surprise is GM. If you look at GM, what they're doing over the next decade, China's going to be a key market they're going after on EV. And it's part of this green tidal wave. It's not just the OEMs as ways to play it. It's really across the whole supply chain. I think we're only in the first, second inning of what I sort of view as the fourth industrial revolution playing out.
Sounds like we have a long way to go. Second inning. Dan Ives of Wedbush, thank you for joining us.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.